Hello, my name is Stacy and welcome back to the Reads of an Apple, and I'm here to do my July TBR. Okay, so it is not quite the end of June yet, and I'm doing okay on my June TBR. So we are going to continue with my same kind of setup that I created last month and see how it goes, at least for the next couple months before I make any adjustments. So first off, I will talk about some book club books. And we will start out with Rake Appreciation Society. This is hosted by Crystal and Jen. And this month it is The Lady Chosen by Stephanie Lawrence. The live show will be on July 21st. And this is the first book in her Bastion Club series. I'm excited for this. I've been wanting to read Stephanie Lawrence for the longest time and still have not picked her up. I've been meaning to pick up her like super popular series. I think the first book is Devil's Bride or something like that. So I'm starting with this one, but I'm excited to finally read some of her books. Then for Hidden Legacy, this is a part of the Hidden Legacy Readalong. This is hosted by Heather from Hia Booktubes, Steph from Novelty Corner, Megan from Youth Vader, and Izzy from Happy for Now. And this month we are reading books 4 and 5. So book 4 is Sapphire Flames. I'm pretty sure I just had these sitting here. Yes, book 4 is Sapphire Flames. This is obviously Hidden Legacy by Ilona Andrews. And then book 5, which is Emerald Blaze by Ilona Andrews. And then we will be wrapping up the readathon next month, or in 2 months, because I'm still filming this in June, but in August with book 6, Ruby Fever, when it comes out. So I'm excited to finally get to Catalina's books. I'm super excited to learn more about her magic. And I did learn during the last live show that it is Alessandro that she's going to be paired with. So that's even more exciting. And then another book club I'm participating in, or read along, is the SJM Along. This is created by Jen, but it's being, each month, different live shows are being hosted on different people's channels. For this month, I'm not sure who's hosting it this month, or July yet, but July will be This is a Bad Boy, A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This is the second book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and apparently this is like where like people really start enjoying the series. So I know everybody's super excited for those like myself who hadn't read Sarah J. Maas before this read along and hadn't read A Court of Thorns and Roses. Everyone was just like, I can't wait till you guys get to book 2. So I'm excited. This is a chunky beast. I did see that Hoopla has at least the first graphic audio. There are 2 parts for it for my library. I think I said on Hoopla. So hopefully by the time I get to reading this, the second one will also be available on Hoopla. But I'm excited. I read the first one. I read it and listened to the graphic audio, and that was pretty fun. So, and then the other one is the Smart Woman Read Romance Patreon exclusive review, but that book has not been chosen yet. The live show when I'm filming this is next Monday for June's, and I know Jessen likes to kind of switch up genres, so I'm guessing next month it'll either be a contemporary or paranormal, because we haven't done those in a couple months. So, but we shall see. She hasn't posted the post asking for like recommendations, so we will see what happens. But I will be reading whatever book wins. And then that is it. So for at least for book clubs and read-alongs, for my own personal TBR, I have my Origami Flowers. If you did not see my previous TBR, I decided to do Origami Flowers. So the tulips are authors that I'm working on their backlist. And I chose, when I created this, I had 10 of each of these prompts. And then the Poppy Flowers, which is like this one here. These are new authors that I've been wanting to try. And then for the Sakura Blossoms, so like this one here, these are series that I've been wanting to continue in. So last month, I'm almost done finishing my 3rd prompt for last month, and I'm super excited, but I am going to use the kind of caveat that I was kind of suggesting. So last month for Sakura Blossoms, which is continue a series I've already started, I chose Brooklyn Bruisers, which you can't really read it because there we go. And this is by Serena Bowen. So I had read book 2, Hard Hitter, for the Smart Women Read Romance exclusive Patreon review, and they all were really excited, and they everyone was like, you should read book Brooklyn. So I added this to the list. This is a newer series that I started recently, and I read the first book in June. So I've now read the first 2 books. Brooklyn, I think, is book 4. So I'm going to, instead of drawing a new prompt, continue reading Brooklyn Bruisers, and I'm at least going to get through book 4, and then that would mean that I would at least have finished the original trilogy before she went from traditional publishing to indie publishing the series. So there is kind of a split in the series. So we will only be picking a tulip and a poppy. So I'm going to choose for tulip. I'm going to choose this little pink guy that's hiding in here. Ooh. The little pink guy. And then a poppy. I'm going to choose one that's kind of up here on top. I'm going to go with... We'll go with, because they're kind of like on top of each other, we'll go with this yellow poppy right here. Perfect. Okay. Put that back down. So, let us see which ones I chose. I'm excited. I'm going to attempt to not rip it. I did a little bit, but let's open the tulip. When I did these, I tried to choose origami ones that were super easy to unfold, and I practiced on unfolding them multiple times with some extra ones. So I could figure out where I could properly write the center, so that if it did get stuck to my stems, I would be able to still read it. So, I got Jacky Love, which is perfect. Perfect. So this is an author that I'm working on her backlist for. I have one of her original series, the Chin family one. And the first one is like fake dating, going to a wedding or something like that. But I have not read Do Not Fall in Love. And I have not read the newest Cider Bar Sister book, which came out a couple months ago, and that was Her Favorite Rebound. I have it in my planner. Yeah, Her Favorite Rebound, which is book 4 in the Cider Bar Sisters. But I'm leaning towards that book because book 5 comes out in August, and I'm excited because that is, I think, Sophie. It's been a while since I've read the previous book. I think it's Sophie, but whoever it is, it's the character that I've been waiting for her book. And of course it's last because that's how I choose things apparently. But so I think I'm going to go with that one, or I will pick up Do Not Fall in Love, which I have right here. So I'll just pull it and set it aside so I can have it set aside just in case. But Jacky Love is usually a quick read for me, so I could read both of these. So we'll see. When I read her books, I tend to read more than one because she's very easily bingeable for me. But I love Jacky Love. Plus, the second book related to this comes out, I think, in October. So I need to read both of them so I can be caught up before the next book comes out. And then we have the Poppy. So this will be a new author. So let us see. The poppies are super easy. Oh, and I got Dylan Newton. And I specifically put her for How Sweet It Is. I have not read this book. I received this book as a gift from someone last year, and it sounds super cute. She's like a wedding or an event planner. Yeah, an event planner. And it's her romance with a horror author. And so she's like the queen of romance and he's the king of horror kind of a thing. And it sounded super cute. And I've been really wanting to pick this up. There is like a spin-off or a secondary book kind of related to this that came out earlier this year. But a lot of the new authors I put, most of them were ones that I have books for that I haven't picked up. So I will also be adding this. And I've got 2 teal colors, which is funny because last month in June, I had a lot of purple covers. So apparently we're going teals here. And that is it. And then I will continue Brooklyn Bruisers. The next book I have is book 3. I'm not sure what it is, but I'll pop it up here. And then, so usually at this point I would touch base on some new releases that I'm super excited for, but because it is the end of June, Thursday after this video goes up, I will be doing my quarter 3 new releases that I'm super excited for. So that'll have July, August, and September releases that I'm really looking forward to. So I'm only going to mention one here, and then all of my other July anticipated books will be mentioned in that other video. But that will be the book that I actually just received an ARC for. And that is Bright Like Wildfire by Julia Cross. This is the first book in her Beauville contemporary series. And I'm really, really excited for it. I love Julia Cross. And I loved her first official contemporary debut, which was Parks and Provocation with Smarty Pants Romance. But I've also been reading her Hearts Adrift Kindle Vella serial novel, and that's really fun because that's like set on a yacht and like inspired by Below Deck, which is a super fun show I love. But I'm very, very excited for this one. It'll be small town romance. I think it's also enemies to lovers, and I cannot wait to read it. And that comes out July 12th. But like I said, I have an ARC because I'm a member of her Patreon. So I would like to read it before the 12th and get my review posted as close as I can to the 12th. So I'll have to look at the way that my reviews are kind of working out and go from there. But then other than that, I am also working on my bingo board, people. So I am doing the Ripped Bodice Summer Bingo. I have, let me look at my notebook. As of right now, I have 10 of the 25 prompts finished, and that will run through the end of August. And I'll link the Ripped Bodice information page down below. I also in my link tree is my blog, and I do have a wrap up or a TBR posted there. And then I'm also for Shelby Taggart Reads on Instagram. She's doing Summer of Swoon, which is the same June 1st through August 31st. And on this one, I have read 12 of the 25 prompts for the first bingo board. For this one, Shelby, the last few seasons, has been doing 3 bingo boards. I think last year for summer was the first time I completed all 3 bingo boards. Or maybe it was fall. It was either summer or fall. Actually, I can Summer of Swoon 2021. This is my readathon notebook, so I have all of my like readathon stuff in here. And I did finish Summer of Swoon last year, so maybe I'll be able to do it this year, but we'll see. There's a lot going on, and we will see what happens. But anyway, let me know what you will be reading this month, and if there's anything good on here you are interested in or have read, let me know, or if you have any other recommendations based off what I'm picking up. But I'm very excited to see how my summer reading does. I spend a lot more time inside when it's hot because I hate hot weather. I am a fall and winter girl for sure. But anyway, I will see you all very, very soon. And like I mentioned, stay tuned for my Q3 new releases vlogs for everything coming out in the next 3 months that I am super intrigued by. But until then, I'll see you all soon.